Hey everybody, Allie Boyd here, and today I'm going to show you how to create an automated action in Photoshop. Automated actions can be used for so many things. Basically, anything that you find yourself doing over and over in Photoshop is a great candidate to turn that into an automated action. The first thing you'll need to do is select the actions icon, and that's going to be this little play button on your icon stack. If you don't see it there, go to your top Photoshop menu under Window and you'll see the actions selection right here. Just make sure it has a check mark next to it and then you'll find it over here on the sidebar. What we're going to do, I'm going to create one that I already have created that I use all the time, and that is just saving a photo for web with an 800 pixel width. The reason that I do that is for my blog images. That fills up the entire space that I have available in my blog, and I find that it looks really good. Saving it for web is going to allow you to lower that image size so that it's not bogging down your website. The first thing that you're going to do is grab an image. I'm going to use this image. If I wanted my action to include pulling in an image, then I would not have done that until I started my action. But I'm going to do it when the image is already there. So just make sure that whatever you do while this action is recording is what you'll want to do every single time. In order to record an action, you're just going to hit this little play button right here. And I was selecting my other actions. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that nothing is selected. But first we're going to create that new action. And this is going to be called Pixel 800 Wide. It's going to be a default action. We can color code it just to make it easy. And now when I hit record, everything that I do is going to be included in this action so that if I want to repeat it again, everything I do while it's recording will be done on another image. So let's get started on this. We're now recording, so make sure you only press buttons that are relevant to what you're trying to accomplish. The first thing I'm going to do is just click on File and click Save for Web. This is a 2500 pixel image, so I want to bring that down to 800 to make it smaller, but still make sure that it fills up my width. When you do that, as long as this little link icon is here, it's going to resize the height to be proportionate. So it won't matter if it's a vertical image or a horizontal image, it'll end up looking the same, but the width is really the only thing that matters to me. I always do my save for web images as a PNG. If you like a JPEG better, you can choose that, but PNG is fine for me. So now I'm just going to hit save. I'm not going to do anything for the name because in the future, I don't need all of these images to have the same name. If I put test in this image name right here, every image that I did this action for would end up being called test. Doesn't matter in this instance, so I'm just going to hit save. Now I'm going to stop recording. That's all you need to do. Very simple. You press play to record your action. You press stop when you're finished. So now let's try this on another image. Just going to pull in a screenshot. And I am going to hit play. And as you can see, that image is right here on my desktop, and it's going to be optimized for web, 800 pixels wide. So that's how quick you can do that. What normally would take you a few minutes is going to be able to be done with the click of a button. This can be a huge time saver if you're doing an action that is many, many steps. That was a simple step action, but you can make them very complicated. All you need to know is that the dimensions are always going to be the same if that's what you're saving. The color will always be the same. So it can be tricky depending on the images you're trying to work on. Sometimes you start with a different size. You could have to get creative with this, but I would start using this for simple actions and then slowly start to build with more complex actions that you see yourself doing over and over. To make it even easier, once you have these actions set up, you can actually put them into what's called a batch. Let's say I had 25 images that I wanted to make the same size. I can do those within the click of a few buttons. I'll have another video on that, but this is just about setting up actions. It's very simple, but it is a great time-saving tool. So I really hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions.